Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Telis from my friend and fellow CZT 20 classmate, Chrissie Frampton. And I was nosing around looking for, tangles that just kind of jump out at me, and this one did, and I was like, oh, so excited. It's one of Chrissie's. That's so cool. So this is a grid pattern. And, let me just pull this up. I'm trying to make it so that way everybody can see, but then also so that way I'm not jumping out of the frame so quickly. Okay, so actually I'm going to put a little border around. Instead of doing my squiggly border, I'm going to do just a straight, just an edge around instead of having the tangle fall off of the edge, which that sometimes is fun. I do like to do that, going right to the edge and off the edge. But today we'll do this. And let's see, so I'm going to divide this in half. And so I'm going to do more than a 4 square, just because it's so cute. So I'm dividing it in half, and in half again, and in half again. And then same here. Half again. And because, this tangle is really, it's clever and it's simple. And there's room for variations, and it's really amazing. All right, so we're going to start off first with, and well, let me, before I forget, because she does have a couple variations without a grid, so it's really hard to do that, and generally, yeah, so if you can, that's great. I'm thinking my brain doesn't work that way. I have to have a regular grid. But I in the description section, besides my step out, I will include Chrissie's step out and for more information. And so you can see her sample on there with some other ideas of variations. Just really, really cool. But we'll start with the grid. And if you have a challenge with non-grid stuff, sometimes start with the grid and go from there. All right. So we're going to do seeds, essentially, and I'm going to start, let's see, I'm going to start in the upper left of my tile, and I'm like, which way am I going to do this so that way my hand works right? Okay, so well, let me just draw it. So a seed is, if you don't know, it is a curved line going up, and then a curved line going from the opposite direction. So curved line up, curved line down. These ones, you can make these kind of fat. It's up to you how wide you want to make them. And so my hesitation was this. I'm like, I'm going from the upper left to the lower right. So I'm going in this direction. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to skip and then do the same thing over here. Okay. And then I'm going to skip this line because sometimes I like going in the same direction all the time. And honestly, I don't know that it really doesn't matter which direction you start, but know that in this, we're starting here. So we're starting here. This row, we're going seed, non-seed, non-seed, right? Leave blank, seed, no, blank. And however your grid is, that's how you do it. Now, in the blank rows, we're going to do the seed, but we're going to do it the other direction. And this one, I can hold it the same the same direction that I started. And so in those blanks, and the same idea, but we're alternating. It's almost like we're doing a checkerboard. That I should have said that to begin with, but it just dawned on me now. Okay, so seeds in alternating directions in alternating squares like a checkerboard. Boy, if I had just said that from the beginning, it would have saved what? Oh, yeah, a couple minutes. But you know what? I know that y'all have fun with me, and I appreciate that. All right, next step is we're gonna it's a curved line that ends in a ball. It's kind of like a curved fescue, if you've done that tangle, or if my very favorite tangle of all time, Flourish. This is one of the steps that's in there, and so if you just follow along. So I'm starting here in this, this blank box. I am bringing my curved line up and around, and then, kind of oh gosh, it'd be almost like as if you were doing sort of a C, but you know, it is really a curved line. And we're coming around and we end like so. So kind of into a spiral. And that would be up to you how much of a spiral you want. In the step out, I kind of went into more of a spiral, and then I changed my mind and did more like this with just a ball toward it at the end and not going around a couple times. And I'm going to do this here. I'm trying to find the right way that feels comfortable in my hand. There we go. But again, it's one of those, this part, of course, is completely up to you. So, in the blank boxes, we're going to put the curlicues going to the curved line / curlicue, going to the right. And then, you guessed it, in these ones, we're going the opposite direction. So, turn your tile so that way it's comfortable for you to draw. Apologize, I just went off the thing. And I hope I wasn't for a minute because I was focused on the tile and not looking in the camera. So this doing it upside down is, it works when I'm going this direction. When I do Flourish, it's always hard because it's like, okay, how do I get that going this direction? This direction is fine. Other direction, not so much. Okay. That is essentially it. But, of course, there are variations. And so I think what I'm going to do is, maybe I'll just do a couple. I'll spread them out. So, you can leave it plain, or maybe I'll do them by rows. So plain, and then I liked this one. Actually, I liked a lot of them. Oh, let's do this one first. So next one is you could just aura the seed on both sides. Like I said, I'm just going to do this in a row, and just to give you a sample of some of them on here. So that's cute, and just leaving it just as so. The next one, and actually I think on my step out I did a combination one. Maybe I'll do that one last. You can divide. Let's see, how did she? Well, it doesn't matter. I can just make these up as I go, just to give you some ideas, because you will have, extra great ideas. All right, so I divided that seed in half, and then I'm just putting some straight lines going down. Sorry for the shaking of the camera. Like so. And yeah, you know what? I'm gonna leave. Yeah, I think, let's see, that one. Oh yeah, you know, on that one. Let's see, what did she do? She kind of did like an aura, which I don't know if I could. No, I'd have to redo this. But you could do this more like muka or something, where it's. Well, let's see if I can. Oh, no, let's do this. So I went around. Let's pretend like I did this. Boom. And then I'm going to come back around this way. Normally I would put like a ball on the end. Let's see if I can do that here. Like this. So that's what you could do. So this is kind of like muka. And I think I have a video on that one. I'm going to have to double check. And if I don't, I'm going to have to add one. Okay. And then the last one that I liked, it was kind of like this part as well. And let's just do it because I really, really liked it. And now, and as I just put a little curve in there, you could put a little curve if you wanted to, instead of just making that a straight line. Ooh, could also, I'm going to do it just in this one. You could put seeds or orbs in there, fill in the background. I wish I had thought about it a minute ago. I would have done that one. And then adding a little, I'm just going to call it a curlicue, like so. And I love this. I don't do this enough. Just adding some little dots. We call it perfing, sort of. We're not going all the way around, but just adding some little accent dots in there. And then, there's probably a myriad of ways that you can shade. And I'm going to do this, well, no, I'll do it on this one. So this one, put some graphite just on this part with the lines. Again, sorry for shaking the camera. And let's use this Tortillano, and let's go this way. And I'm smudging it, but it's smudging up into here. And it's naturally lighter here because that's where I'm kind of smudging it into. So that's a neat effect. You know, I didn't have to do anything else but just add some graphite there. You know, like this one, I'm using what's left on the tortillon. You could just color this whole thing in if you wanted to. You know, lots of ideas. Lots of ideas. It is just up to you and your creativity, you know, or... and actually there's some other ideas that I'll put on the for more inspiration. And it's, you know, it's just up to you to try. And you know, like any combination thereof type of thing. So you could take one idea and add it to another idea that she has on here. And then if you are challenged, you know, artistically challenged as I am, or spontaneously creatively challenged as I am, or I like to see what somebody else has done, and then I'll take it, and then sometimes I'll combine things, you know, kind of learn the rules and then break them, and you know, and have fun with it. So with that, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did like it, would love to have a thumbs up on the video. If you have not subscribed yet, and enjoyed it enough to see more, would love to have your subscription. But if you do, make sure you hit the notification bell next to it, so that way you can tell YouTube how you want to be notified, if you want to be notified at all. Also, in the description section, besides the step outs and links, there are links to connect with me. If you enjoyed this video, if you've watched any of the other videos, especially any of the replays, I do a combination of paid and free classes. I have free classes on Thursdays. I'm in Eastern Daylight Time, and I do them at 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. So information is there on my website. Would love to have you join us live. We have a ball. So with that, thanks so much, and I wish you happy tangling.